What's up everybody, John Stessel here and welcome back to the Stess-Show. This is going to be your resource for learning cardistry and magic just like me. So for today's episode, we're going to be learning 3 incredible flourishes that are going to help you learn to be a real cardist. So let's get into it. The 3 moves that we're going to learn today are as follows. The One Handed Chariler Cut, the Thumb Fan, and we're going to learn how to shoot a card from the deck to the other hand. So those are the 3 moves we're going to learn in this video. Starting with the first move, the One-Handed Chariler Cut, it is a really beautiful and simple move to execute, but it's really flashy. It's cutting a deck of cards with one hand. So I want you guys to go back and watch the first video if you haven't already, but this move starts in upper straddle grip. So I'm holding the deck in my right hand in upper straddle grip. So you have your pinky on the bottom, ring in middle on the side, pointer on the top, thumb on the other edge in the center, and you can see it's all at the tops of my fingertips, leaving a lot of room in the hand to execute the move. Once the cards are in upper straddle grip, you're going to use your thumb, which you can let go free because you're in straddle grip, to push up a little chunk of cards, so about half the deck. Once you do that, you are going to release pressure with your pinky and pointer finger to let the cards fall. Once the cards have fallen, you're going to take your pointer finger and press up right at that bottom corner of the deck, causing the cards to go up towards the thumb. Next, you're going to release the thumb, letting that packet fall down, being held by your pinky, middle, and ring, and then you're going to let that top packet fall and close. So that's how to do the One-Handed Chariler in a very quick moment. We're going to bring this down to get a more overhead view shot. Once again, your pointer finger's on the front, pinky on the back, ring and middle on the side, thumb on the top. This is known as upper straddle grip. Your thumb is free to do whatever it needs to do. And in this case, it's going to push up about half the cards. Then your pointer and pinky are going to release pressure, letting that packet fall down. Then your pointer finger is going to readjust to that frontmost corner, and begin to push. Now you can let your thumb go. Even if you have a small hand, you can let your thumb go and ride that bottom packet up until it clears, keeping that bottom packet safe with your pinky, ring, and middle. And then all you have to do is let it square and let this top portion fall back on top. And that's the Chariler Cut. Honestly, the One-Handed Chariler Cut may be an easy, simple move to learn, but I promise you it's fundamental in getting further in cardistry, and it's super flashy for people that have never seen it before. I currently use this in my cardistry repertoire, and trust me, it may look like a simple move, and you might have already picked it up, but it's well worth learning. All right, into the next move, which is the Thumb Fan. Now we're gonna learn the Thumb Fan. The Thumb Fan is a killer move. It really is beautiful, and it's something I use on a daily basis. I think it's really an incredible move, and it really looks super skillful when it's really quite easy. So now we're gonna get into the mechanics of the Thumb Fan. Now we're gonna learn the Thumb Fan. The Thumb Fan can be broken down into 4 components: the placement, the bevel, the thumb placement, and the spread. So we are going to learn it in those 4 steps. To begin, we're gonna start with placement. So you start with the deck in dealer's grip and you go into the opposing hand. I'm going right to left. You can do this conversely. Start with the deck in dealer's grip, and the placement of the deck is right at the edge of the 2 fingers. So your pointer in middle, and then your thumb grabs the back. But that's pretty much right where you're holding it, right to the white edge on those 2 fingers. That is the placement. That's the back with your thumb. That is the beginning placement. Next is the bevel. It is important that you take your top pointer, middle, and thumb and bevel the cards, which is like a little pre-spread. This bevel is what's gonna allow you to do the fan. So placement and then bevel. You can see a mini spread. After the bevel comes thumb placement. What's happening is now that this bevel was created, you're gonna place your thumb right at the inside of the bevel. So as close to the edge of the deck, right in the bevel. That is the thumb placement. In the bevel that you can see. So right here in that bevel, away from the fingertips. And now is the spread. Super easy. Once your thumb is in the bevel that's away from the fingertips, all you do is go in a circular motion around the fingertips and try to keep loose pressure on the cards. It's not squeezing tight, it's loose, they can't fall, but if someone hit them, they'd fall out of your hand. All you do is put your thumb here and go in a circular motion around your hand. Just like that. So don't forget, the technique for the thumb fan is simple. It's 4 steps. It's placement, bevel, thumb, and then spread. And just so you have a few more pointers, I'll flip it around so you can see the other side. It goes placement, that's where your thumb goes, right here, about to basically touching like the Jack of Hearts' pip. Then you bevel the cards, there's your bevel. Thumb placement's right there, and then you spread around the fingertips. Now that you learned the thumb fan, which is an incredible move, we're gonna move into how to throw a card off the top of the deck just like that. Launching a card off the top of the deck to the other hand is a really sought after move. Now, before we get into the explanation, it would mean the world to me if you could like this video and subscribe. This is a new channel, and if you're enjoying the content and you've made it this far, I really hope you'll be a part of the Stess-Show every single week. Thank you so much if you do like the video, and if you leave a comment or if you follow, it really means the world to me. So subscribe, yeah! In order to learn this really cool 1-card toss, we're gonna break it down into 4 sections. It's the setup, the grip, the toss, and the catch. Let's do it. The first of the 4 steps is the setup. So first you're gonna hold the deck in your mechanics grip. If you haven't learned that yet, it's in my previous video. Then with your thumb, you're gonna push over the top card towards the fingertips. And you're gonna slip your ring finger underneath it and then pull the card back. That is the setup. Getting your ring finger under the top card. That is the setup. Step 2 is the grip. So first you set the card up on top of your ring finger, and the grip is the next step. The middle finger comes over the top of the card, and you can see it applies pressure to grip it, and you're gripping that card now between your middle and your ring. I take the deck out so you can see. That's what's gonna be happening. So the second step is the grip. First step, setup, get your ring finger under the card. Next step, grip. Bring your middle finger over the top of the card and grip that card. Third step, the toss. Once the card is gripped, there will be pressure on this top left corner or top right corner, depending on which deck you're holding it, but the top corner above your middle finger. And all you have to do to toss the card is move these 2 fingers open as one, like this. Now that action, accompanied with the pressure, is gonna send that card flying. It looks really challenging, but all that's happening is due to the pressure, it's snapping that card over. Once again, once you're in this position, if you open those fingers fast, it's gonna shoot that card out. And that's really all this phase is. For the toss, you're gonna get the 2 fingers, once they're in the grip, open them quickly, and it'll shoot the card out like a gun. But guns aren't cool, but this trick is. So you've done the first 3 steps. You've done the setup on top of the ring finger. You've done the grip by grabbing with the middle finger, and then you've opened to toss the card, and now you can throw a card. Now to do the catch, all you do is hold your other hand open nice and wide as you can. So basically I'm spreading all my fingers, and you try to make a base with your pinky so that you can catch that card right in the center and catch it. But all you have to do is open your hand nice and wide to make a big platform, and the best way to catch a card is to let gravity let that card fall into your hand. If you've made it this far, thank you all so much. You've learned 3 incredible cardistry moves. You've learned how to do the One Handed Chariler Cut, which is a really great move. You've learned the basic mechanics to the thumb fan, and you've also learned how to shoot a card into the air, just like this. A really simple way to combine all these moves looks like this. First, you shoot a card into the air. Then you do a one-handed Chariler Cut and add the card back in, and then end with a thumb fan. But in one motion, this really looks like a high caliber cardistry routine. I'll do it real quick in one motion. It looks like this. And everybody, that's what you learned today. Neato! Before we get out of here, it's really important for all of you to know that when you're practicing these moves, it's okay to drop the cards. I drop cards all the time. Do not get discouraged. It's gonna happen to all of you. And just a quick last tip for anybody learning, to start with a little more than half the deck, I should say, a little more. Start with like 30 cards. You don't need to do a full deck yet. This is gonna make your one-handed Charliers a lot easier to control. It's gonna make your thumb fans a lot easier to hold, and it's gonna make getting your middle finger around that top card a lot easier. So that's just a quick tip for all of you that are still watching. Anyway, lastly, I just want to end and say thank you all so much for the support. The Stess-Show is going to be providing you guys incredible new content, teaching you how to do magic, cardistry, and tons of other wacky stuff with me. I really appreciate the support so much, and if you like this video, I know it's annoying and it's YouTube culture, but hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video to your friends. And the last thing is, in the midst of all this craziness going on with the coronavirus, I just want to tell all of you out there, stay safe, be well, and it is okay to self-quarantine. Stay at home, relax, spend time with your families. It's really stressful, and if any young kids are watching this video, just know it's going to be okay. I promise you. It might seem really scary watching the news, but I promise you everything's gonna be okay. So keep your head up, and I know everybody's saying it, but wash your hands. A little precaution goes a long way, and I promise everybody it's gonna be okay. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day, and stay tuned for more from the Stess-Show. Bye! See, I drop cards all the time. Take care, Wave Gang. Let's get it. Yeah!